But looking forward to this day, try to get a little bit better, with an opponent that is somebody other than us. So that's good. Questions?
Where both sides of the ball are at, or are you a little bit hesitant to read into it like that?
Man, I told the guys, man, my focus was I want to make sure we're all on the same page, that we come out of this, man, and there's clear communication. We don't have these mental errors. Oh, I thought, you thought, well, who called this? That we were on point and that our fundamentals showed up, man. The things that we do in individual, in group, and one-on-ones, they needed to show up against a different opponent, And, man, as a whole, I thought we did that. The coaching and the teaching, I thought, transferred yesterday, and it's got to do that again today.
New York, some of the extracurriculars prevented you from getting the work you wanted to get in. You talked about how to disrupt the flow. It seemed like it was very controlled. The work was good yesterday outside maybe a little thing at the end of practice. What did you say to the guys before? How did you like the way that they handled themselves, and did you need to remind them again today?
Yeah, we just kept it pretty clean, pretty simple. Hey, man, let's get out and get some good work, and everybody keep your composure, and let's play football, man. Get back in the huddle and next play.
Justin asked you about the young edge rushers yesterday. I was curious about Al-Quadin, just the insurance that he provides, the safety blanket that he is, as sort of a backup. Edge got to play pretty good the other day.
What are you doing over there? Muhammad's having a really good camp. Really good. He obviously started the camp. He had that just kind of that tweak. But man, since he's been back, he's kind of taken off. So I would say it's a good way to put it, man. He brings some security to us. He's been a steady hand for us. And he's having a good camp for us, man. The guy plays hard. He's tough. He's relentless, plays hard. He's gotten better at the run game, setting edges, and he's got a little bit of that rush, can get an edge, and it's high effort too. So I'm glad he's with us.
How good is Zach Cunningham playing right now?
He's playing really well. He's another guy that's having a good camp, man. He's, he had probably 3 or 4 just in the run game alone where he's playing downhill. Ham's done a good job with those guys. Shep teaches, we play downhill in the run game with our backers, and that certainly showed. And then he's a good athlete. He can run. He's got length. But I like that linebacker room. We got some guys, and it's highly competitive, and I think those guys are working together very well.
On that note, what did you like about Jack Campbell's ownership of the defense? You kind of put that on his lap. What did you see from him?
Yeah, just what I expected. I think what we all expect. I mean, Jack's taken another step and another year of growth. And I think probably the biggest is, we know the physical aspect of this for him. And, the guy doesn't get tired. And if he does, you wouldn't know it. Just the way he plays, always going for the football. He can play one step ahead because he can key and diagnose pretty quick. But just his nature of where he knows now, he's kind of taken that next step is to the situation that we're in. He knows what's coming. He knows what Shep's probably going to call or wants to call if we get in some of those. And that's awesome. That's really good to see. He's doing a great job.
Can you describe what you saw yesterday from the offense that allowed them to execute at such a high level?
Well, look, we were all on the same page. I kind of what I started with here. It was clear. There was clear communication. Where are we all going, protection-wise, run game? And I thought, man, we fit the protections. We fit the run game well. The landmarks, the tracks, the backs were really good. Man, our perimeter blocking was outstanding by the receivers, really has been all camp. And Goff was on fire, Goff looked good, and that's what he is, So we were clicking pretty good, and that's what we expect, That's what we expect.
Matt, since you've gotten Decker back, you've had a chance to look at the offensive line, you expect to have in September. I was just curious what you've thought of that unit, watching them now over the last month, and just maybe even more specifically yesterday, first time against another unit with Deck really ramped up his work, just what you thought of that unit.
It's great to have Decker back. It's great, and he's only been back, a few days of, football, and he looks pretty good, man. And it just makes us run that much better. So it's good to have him back. That unit, I feel like over the last couple of days has really begun to trend the right way. They're kind of playing together. I thought I got to be careful. I don't want to Tate Ratledge, I thought, looked like a starting NFL guard yesterday, which fires me up. So it's early. That's step one, but the kid's getting better.
What do you do so well? Tate, what'd you like?
What'd you think? Did you watch him?
Yeah, he's had a little nastiness to him, but I don't know if
Man, I thought you watch him in protection, some of the twists that he was able to pass to anticipate was pretty good for a young guy. I just thought, man, he and Panay were working at a high level in some of these combination blocks. And it looked like the game slowed down for him a little bit yesterday. And there again, it's early, but that's a step in the right direction, certainly.
He was pretty adamant yesterday about saying he wanted to be back out there. What capacity if he does?
What did he say?
He said, I'm practicing.
Okay. No, the plan is get him in some individual today, get him in some group, and then give him a couple of these team reps, and just kind of see where it is, just work him back in slowly. But, yeah, we do see him out there. Good. Some of those, we had a couple of guys had some cramps, so he's good. Probably the guy, Laporta will be down. It's not major, but he will miss a little bit of time here. We're pretty good, though.
Yeah. It seems pretty obvious, well, at least to me, that the running back unit that you have with those four guys is probably set for the roster, but there's some guys like Sailors and Deion Jackson who could maybe fight for a practice squad spot. Are you seeing anything from them, and will there be that, I guess, Jamar Jefferson practice squad spot available this year?
Well, we take it as it comes, but they're no different than anybody else. We got our eye on those guys, so we try to develop and evaluate anybody that comes in here and told those guys just that, Certainly Sailors has been here a few more days than Jackson, but, we kind of like those guys. Look, I thought what Sailors did the other day was pretty headsy, man. He's kind of a crafty back, and there's something to be said about that. Smart guy, understands ball, really got a crash course in what we were doing and really didn't have any MAs, which is pretty impressive. I'm always impressed with those guys that step right in the door and know what to do. It's hard. So that tells you something. You want to get noticed, do that. So, but yeah, we're always keeping our eyes open. We're going to take the best guys for us, roster and the practice squad positions.
Yesterday about Mike asked you yesterday about sprinkling some guys with the ones and getting a look at it. Maybe cramps played a role in it a little bit, but Ronnie Bell had a good preseason game. Saw some ones there at the end of the 2-minute drive. What have you seen about his growth? What do you like about what Ronnie's bringing to the table?
Well, he's pretty steady. He is a pretty smart guy, and because of that, he mentally knows the positions, and we got down there. We had lost a few guys, and so we needed him, and I thought he stepped in there and knew what to do. So look, man, he puts the work in. You see his blocking, man. He'll block on the perimeter, and and he's another guy that's kind of a crafty receiver. So, he's been pretty dependable for us in the preseason here in training camp.
Has been one of your most reliable players for a while here, but is there any, does he still surprise you with the fact that he still keeps seeming to get better?
Nothing surprises me about him. It just doesn't, because I like that guy. He's got the ability, but his work ethic and the way he is wired, he's got this can-do, won't lose, won't miss, give it to me in criticals, and it's just so. No, I'm not surprised. I thought he was outstanding yesterday, and I think he can be even better. I do.